Morning, buddy. Sorry about that. Today, preparing my watch list and stuff, and I got somebody coming over to fix my monitor. You remember, guys, that I told you last week that one of my monitors broke, and I'm expecting somebody to come over to fix it. And so, the audio, I had the mic on mute this morning for a little bit of time because of that issue. But now I'm here. Hoping all of you guys are having a good day today. And thank you for all of you guys that are on here on the stream. 1 minute to the open. Watching OPTT, the breakout of the pre-market highs, 275. Okay, so there are some news out in regards to China. It says that China will impose 75% tariffs on uh, I think imports, and they will resume 25% tariffs on other goods, I think on cars. And so let's see how the market is going to react to this news today. We already open as of right now, looking at OPTT, watching this little flush here at the open, testing the 50, looking at the breakout of 275, or a possible bounce, looking at the 1 minute. If it's able to break this candle here, I might end up taking a chance. $2.37 for a possible reversal. So I'm looking at that as of right now. I got other stocks that I'm watching, but this is something that I thought it was going to happen anyway. This pullback at the open. CGA on watch, CGA, BLMC, ZIOP, PSTV, CETX, OSTK. FFHL broke the high of $4. FFHL running to 419. Reversal on OPTT. I'm looking for a bounce on OPTT. FFHL still higher day 419. Good earnings on FFHL. This is a company, movie company, something like that. As a film companies, they reported earnings better than last year, and it has moved very well in the pre-market sections of today. Looking up for OPTT possible breakout of 237. I get a couple of 237s on the 1 minute. If it doesn't jump over the 237, I'm not gonna take a stab here on that. It might end up being a good short, but I'm looking for the breakout. So I'm not trying to box here. FFHL 425 higher day now. OPTT keeps plunging, so I figured it was gonna be a good short. And I'm not trying to box. If you guys don't know what box stand for or means, it's when you take two positions at the same time and you're long and short the same stock simultaneously, trying to hedge your position to people do this as a kind of like a and what how do you call it, insurance policy, something like that, right? So you make sure that uh, you're losing on one end, but you end up gaining on another, and with the hopes of the gain being more than the losses when you start cutting your losses short. So this is what people do when they box. Looking at OPTT still going down here, and FFHL higher day now is 430. The first 5 minute red candle here. OPTT looking for the test of the 100 simple moving average on the 5 minute time frame. FFHL plus 120% today. OPTT on the bounce. This could just end up being a dead cat bounce. We got $4.47 high a day right now on FFHL. $1/2 resistance. I'll be expecting a push through it. There you go. Because volume is kicking in. $6.64 FFHL. I'm gonna present this one to you here. One looks a lot better than watching OPTT on the main screen. Again, thank you for all the people on the stream today. 510, 510 higher day now. FFHL, 510 higher day. FFHL. Up 148% today. I need to take a look at the daily to figure when we have no resistance whatsoever anytime soon. That might be a key level right now. So the high of this candle here, $4.93. We went through it already. Next level right here. $5.20. We already went through that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull something else. This is not working out here. Okay, micro pullback here in the 1 minute time frame. Still watching this stock, guys. Possible comeback on this thing. We got some 828 and 896 on the daily in this one company. Well, my pleasure, man. No problem at all. CGA on the move. CGA on the move. Hitting $6.41. So right now, jumping. There's a lot of eyes on FFHL this morning. So this is going to be the main thing that people are going to be watching. Front side of the move already happened. See if we can break that high of that 1 minute candle. Make a bull flag here. Come right back up. CIOP. CIOP 555 trying to bounce. OPTT tested the 100 simple moving average in the 5 minutes, just as I was thinking. And it's getting a little bit of a reversal here. OSTK moving higher as well. OSTK moving higher as well. Okay, we're coming right back. So setting up. Let's see if he actually breaks. Push all the way to the 5 again. Trying to see if we can actually move all the way to 5 again. I'm gonna take a look at the 2 minute time frame here. We got a high on these candles. We're going right back. If it breaks, we're probably going to fly to 5 here. I'll be expecting a little pullback around 5. See if we can get back in there. See if we can get back in there again. There you go with a push to 5. So I was expecting a little pullback here. There you go. $525 higher day. 550 higher day. 550 higher day now. So he pushed right back to $5. I was expecting a little pullback at around the $5. And here is the 550 half-dollar resistance. Getting a little bit of resistance around here. If we can break through it, this stock I seen that we have levels around $8.40 and $8.92 on the daily. So he takes us all the way back there. A40 hanging around here. Shooting start on the 2 minutes. I'll be expecting a pullback here. 552 higher day, a little pullback here. $5.60. Higher day 570 now. Okay, so we have a red candle here. I'm gonna watch a 1 minute time frame. 1 minute time frame. And here you can see something clear, bull flag here. Now we're having a reversal here. This will not be a good place to be now. Bull flag here on the 1 minute, right? And another little bit of consolidation around this area here. This is where it actually popped really nice. See, so, you know, paying attention to the patterns. Let's see what kind of patterns we're gonna uh, form here. But at the five, we are a little bit overextended on the 5 minutes, so this is due for a little pullback here. Let me take a look at that one right now. That's one of the key things that all stocks need, man. Volume. As I always say, and you know this firsthand because you were with me on the live streams. That's one of the things that I always talk about, the volume. With no volume, it's not gonna run. But when good formations happen, so when good formations happen, we really need to be looking at them. Are you sure that's TSMR? It doesn't pop here. Can't see that here. Okay, pull back here. Looking at the 5 minute time frame, guys. I'm looking at the 5 minute time frame. Today I have people coming over to fix my monitor. If you remember last week, I told you I broke. Well, not that I no, I didn't break it. One of my monitors is having problems, and if I can turn it on once I put something there to just to use the monitor, it just shuts off by itself. So I can't have anything. I can turn it on and use the the volume, the speakers, and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't um, show me anything like per se. If I put anything to move one of the screens to that monitor, it just shuts off. So today there's somebody coming over. Okay, TSMR. TMSR. Okay, TMSR. Oh, no, 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 no. No way. It's actually, if you look at it and if you like stare at it for a second, you're gonna notice it's really not the same formation though. It's really not. Look at all of those candles with no volume, nothing. This is the type of stuff that when you look at it, you gotta know you don't want to touch it. If you look at the candlestick formations on FFHL, it's really, really like oil and water difference from TMSR. Like this is the type of stuff that when you look at it, you gotta say, hey, I don't touch this type of stuff. Not more than what you want to trade is you really need to know what you don't want to trade so you don't make that sort of mistakes because that can put you between a rock and a hard place. Okay, we trying to set up here for a secondary run, a little bit of consolidation, backside of the move this time maybe. For all of you guys that have made very good profits on this stock, FFHL today, I plead with you, don't try to be a superhero today. If you have made good money today already, keep that money and think about the amount of time it will take you on a regular job to make the same amount of money, and just watch the market so you can get familiar with um, the patterns. If you cannot do that, if you cannot just look at the market and not take a trade, then just walk away from the monitor. Go take a walk, go chop some wood, or whatever you do, but don't stay in front of your monitor if you don't think that you're gonna be able to just look at the formations and not take a trade. I personally want to thank the people that have been joining me in the mornings and at night on the live stream. It has certainly been a pleasure being with you guys. Watching the setup here, still a little bit of consolidation. See, the market just shops around, trying to get out of that range. Watching this little bit of consolidation still here. Trying to see if we can just get the bull flag in on the 5. We need a push here. The volume has decreased a little bit. I also want to thank the people that has been going into traderscolony.com, and been reading the articles and um, spending time in there. Okay, we picking up a little bit of steam, picking up a little tiny bit of steam here. We'll be watching the level here. There you go with the breakout. Okay, this is where I was looking at here. Let's see how far we can go because we have that level. That's nice push. Can we break the high? Can we break the high? Still holding on. Let's see if we can just push over 574. Hopefully it's not trying to get you right back inside of that formation there. Okay, we're still trying to push over this 574. Let's see if we can do that. I see a couple of orders there on time and sales and level 2. We're pulling back a little bit here. Pulling back a little bit here. I don't see nobody sitting on the other side. It's like it's almost no orders. Okay, with big seller 570, 570, 13,000 seller 570. I have a doji here setting up 570, hitting that 570 again. Pulling back quick from there. There you go. There was a seller, 13,000 share seller sitting on 570. Hit that 570 again, and then you got the pullback there. He wasn't able to break the high there. See if the trend line is going to hold on, or we're going to go right back inside. Okay, we're inside. Yeah, we're going to flush through it. This is a long wick candle here. I just hope that you guys haven't, try to be a superhero after taking profits, really. If you had any type of profits. There you go. That's a big flush there. Being a little choppy here. Long wicks. I don't like this kind of long wick candles. Being a little choppy here. A little bit of consolidation. I think this thing is setting up to just pull back now. Uh, I really don't like this formation. We can pop here, but you can see that it's being a pretty solid, extremely solid 574 resistance. So we need to go all the way up there, and we need to break the 574. As of right now, the 574 is holding on too tight. And so if we don't break over the 574, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. Looking all the way back to the daily, I think we can find something. Looking at the spider, long wicks, pretty long wicks in 5 minutes. This thing is trying to set up around the 574, creeping up slowly, but it's going in there. First time, first time on the breakout of that little pennant right there that you guys can see, you rejected that price. There you go. It's getting close and now rejecting the price yet again. So uh, it's clear that that resistance is actually a key level right there. I'm watching APPN. To be honest, I see that it has 62.72 right now. Slow mover though. I mean, it's from the open of $60. It's right now a little over 2 points, right? And but I'm looking at the 5 minute here, and the last 5 minute candle only has 10,000 shares. It's just going a little slow. OPTT, I don't think today will be something that we will see it run. Sure, I could do that. Just give me a sec. I'm putting one of the shots here on the side on Thinkorswim. What price did you get in? Hold up. Yeah, I remember you sent me a message in regards to this. Oh, wait. Let me look at it. 429. Oh, no, not 429. 395. Okay, 395. So from 395, we have, what's the volume today in this day? Pretty slow mover though. Oh, 35,000 shares only today, which is not too good. Look at the intraday chart, either 5 minutes or maybe 2 minutes. Um, it looks pretty bad though. Like because there's no, like there's no volume. Like 35,000 shares in a day, it's like no volume whatsoever. Um, if you're up some right now, I would just maybe even pay the commission and just maybe again you gotta set your risk, right? Because hope is not a strategy. But okay, we got to break out of 574, jumped all the way to 594, pushing towards 6. I don't see any 6. I see 626, any 6, 590. I don't see any orders holding on or sitting around the $6. So I think it's actually going to pull back a little bit. Nobody's sitting at 6. No worries, Matt. Um, so SES, not the best chart intraday. 35,000 shares. Well, 36 now. Uh, During the day, again, set your risk, and you gotta know if it pulls back on you. You gotta know how much time you're gonna give it, and what's your price that you already set for your risk. But other than that, for me, I don't like it too much because it's a low volume stock. If somebody jumps in right now with some size and he's actually on the other side of your trade, it's gonna make you feel pretty bad about it because this thing is just going to plunge. Because the thing is that at the same time you have not much liquidity, although you might not be holding uh, too much size there, and you might end up having no problems getting filled on your order if you're not holding on way too much size. Still, it's a low volume stock, no news about it, no reason for it to actually move, no volume. Sometimes stocks move without a news or something like that, but they have a little bit of volume that makes them move a little better than what you see on this charts, and this actually the stock. So if you want, just let it run a little bit, set your risk, and see what it could give you back at the end of the day, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whichever day you think um, it will be good for you to as of right now the volume is too light, and I me personally, I try to avoid really really low volume stocks like that. But again, you gotta set your risk and hold on to the idea. And if it doesn't work in your favor, just sell it. You have another chances to you make something out of it. Okay, this stock is being a little bit volatile right now. Just shopping around, no follow through on the candles, just pop and pulls back, pop and pulls back. So I wouldn't recommend anything at all right now. I'm just watching the formation here. The market hasn't, other than this name, it hasn't been the greatest. I see APPN with a shooting star formation on the 5 minutes. We're probably gonna pull back here. I can also see a inverted, a hanging man on the five as of right now. So I think we are probably due for a little pullback. Secondary move seems on FFHL pushing to 635. Backside of the move set up for that breakout. Quick quick pullback here. That's just what I'm saying. It pops and pulls back, pops and pulls back. So it's not the greatest thing though. Like I don't like the long wicks on these candles. Yeah, most likely, of course. It's also a good idea. You remember, I mean, you and I and the group of guys who worked together since 2015, 2016, all that kind of stuff. And then I had an issue with the thing that happened with my mom, and I had to stop day trading, and then I jumped to swing trading only. But even since I was day trading, I was day and swing trading at the same time. But then taking care of my parents, swing trading and stuff. But we'll do that, Matt. And that's one of the things that we're doing on the nightly scans, trying to build up the swing trades and stuff. Because during the day, and I don't want it to sound pretty bad or nothing, but during the day, there's so many things going on that for me to be looking for stocks to swing while the market is in action, it will be a little bit hard for me to kind of pay attention to everything at the same time. My trades and commentaries and the scanners that was popping at the moment, and then bringing scanning the market for swing trades as well. Because the thing is that if you're gonna swing trade, you need the candle to be closed to be able to know. So yes, that's actually a great idea, and that's what I'm trying to do at night with you guys. For all of you guys that are joining the stream, I thank you, and for the people that have no idea, you can join me as well at night. I'm trying to do an everyday live stream on YouTube here. With a Q&A session and a swing trade build up watch list, sharing ideas, answering questions, and all that kind of stuff. Another thing that I'm doing now, for example, guys, for all of you, I'm trying to provide a little bit of more value, and I'm actually adding uh, a new window on Traders Colony. I'm gonna be adding there all of my swing list. And again, guys, going back to the same thing, this is a free website. There's no money, no credit card, asking for credit cards, and none of that kind of stuff. So I'll be adding a swing list there with a new window. But all of you guys are gonna be able to share your swing trade watch list there as well, and we're gonna do the same concept as we're doing right here on YouTube. That the landing page, you're going to have a session or a section of the landing page where we're going to be able to just share ideas with quick commentaries, not the whole articles, but like share pictures and a quick commentary with the text, just as we're doing right here or in Twitter or any of those kind of stuff. So I'm trying to build up that stuff being a little bit more interactive for all of you guys that want to click and share with me over there. Again, I'm gonna be adding the swing trade watch list there as well, and you guys are gonna be able to do the same. And if you have any YouTube videos that you have on your YouTube channel, if you have any, you can also upload it on the website and share it over there. Just hoping that you guys enjoy what I'm doing here. And if you guys are new to the stream, and if you like what you're hearing, as a sign of appreciation, I would like to thank you in advance for maybe hitting that like button and even subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so. And again, quote unquote, if you like what I'm doing. So far today, pretty nice day on a trade here of FFHL. Very nice day today so far. At the first push, actually, the front side of the move, not the second, because now at the breakout of the 574, it just the stock has been a little bit irrelevant with a bunch of candles with long wicks, and I don't like that. But the front side of the move is actually a pretty good thing. Excellent move. Checking the scanners here and to see if something else is going on. So far, the biggest mover today is FFHL. Oh, okay, we got a flyer here. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Not the best thing though. It doesn't look too well. Only 324,000 shares. I'll keep it on watch. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't look too well though. And you're pretty right, Matt. Those low floaters can most definitely be an account killer. Most definitely, if you don't know how to play those guys, they can kill your account pretty well. This is one of the reasons why I I used to chase those little guys around, but I've become a little bit more conservative, and I've tried to trade a little bit more of the a little bit higher price because they are a little bit more consistent, and the way that they move are a little bit better with a little bit better formations and a little bit more clear. So that way, it gives you a little bit more time to kind of prep for the move and just to realize that. Oh, I I didn't remember that one. Again, what was the ticker again? I just took it out. This thing is probably setting up for a secondary move. Give me a second, guys. So my apologies. My mother-in-law took a little bit more time than I expected in that call, and she wanted to talk to me about something. So I'm hoping you guys don't feel too bad about me being away for a few minutes. I'm still here, trying to give you all the notes there on the chat, on the text thing. And going back to the comment, Jay, thank you. I appreciate that comment. Hoping that I can be of any assistance to you and to everybody in here. Okay, looking at the high of this candle here, 2 minute candle. We'll go back to the one. It's 550, right? So the high of that candle is 550. We got a $0.5 resistance there. I think we're gonna be able to maybe retest that area and go back down again, resuming the downtrend. Let's see if we can break that, or we just go into retest and just come back down. I think we're gonna have a retest and resume the trend to the downside. Teasing people here, trying to take people out. There's a couple of levels here to watch, but I think we're going at the end of the day. I think we're gonna resume the downtrend. We see that 1 minute candle there holding on too tight and not being able to pick up that steam after that nice push. Although if you look at from the around 520 to 545, 25, well, we went to all the way to 550, right? So that cat bounce inside of this nice range here. Again, looking at this 1 minute candle here, let me show you. We had a low right here at 520. We got 519 here, right? So it's just very close here to that support, although you see that they flush the support here, but it's trending inside of this range here, right? So right now 550, 519 is a key level here inside of that range. I think after we are able to print here, we're just going to flush, and I'm looking for a test of the view app on the 5 minute time frame on this stock. Again, 5 minute time frame, looking for a test of the view app. If you look at this pocket here, this consolidation that we had around here, this was actually a pretty key level here, trading inside of this range over the 50 simple moving average. And look at that plunge when it was able to break here from 564. We had a low of 527. So pretty nice way of getting some profits. Here's another thing that has been happening in the last couple of days, and I'm going back to the same thing that I've been telling you guys about, the way that the stocks break out before breaking down. If you look at here, the 580, we had a high on this candle of 587, right? So there's a lot of people that get inside of this pocket. They set their orders and they set their stops. So looking for a breakdown of these levels here, trading, risking off for the high right here, because they're not risking, they don't want to put the risk all the way too far out, because if the stocks actually break out, then they want to measure the risk. But if you look at exactly the same thing that has been happening today and even yesterday with that pennant that we were looking at, the other stock CETX, or the breakdown yesterday, we had a breakout here before breaking down. And what this thing does is it takes out, as you can see, this the key level resistance was right here at 580, but he took out all of the people that were setting the risk maybe 1 or 2 cents away from this level here, went all the way up to $5 and 87 cents, right? Take them all out. If they had any kind of hard stops, take them all out and then flush through it. So people, a lot of people will be getting inside of here looking for a breakdown of that, retest of these levels for a breakdown, because from here you can take 580 all the way down to the low of this candle right here, 527. You actually take a pretty good amount of profit, right? But if you have your level risk too tight here, and it actually reverses on the opposite side of your trade, it takes you out, it hits your hard stop, you get filled in that order, takes you out, and then pleasures afterwards. So this is the reason why this thing has been happening in the last few days. As of right now, you see we're trading inside of that range, and even in this candle right here, look, 553, when we have a 550 range here, pretty clear 550 range with a $0.50 resistance. What this thing does is that it takes you out. If you have a pretty hard stop, a lot of people get inside of and set their orders in anticipation to the move, and these things actually just hit your stops, take you out, and then go in the way that you will be expecting the trade to go before it actually takes you out. So this is the reason why this kind of stuff happens. Sometimes people set their stops a little too tight, and these things actually take you out before the trade actually moves in your direction. And again, this is just a quick commentary here of this kind of formations, giving you something trying to give you a little bit of value here, what the price of stock actually moves, and give you some commentary about the things that actually happen, and why they actually happen. Look at that yet again. We can see this candle here testing 555 again, taking people out. I'm pretty sure it's about to flush. And look at that long candle here. Again, going back to the same thing. This thing usually happens when the stock actually is done with. They're actually, the front side of the moves, and sometimes even the back side of the move. See the stock consolidate on an area, and this is actually what happens most of the time. You set your stops a little too quick, and it takes you out before it actually keeps the downtrend. I think we are about to have a breakdown here, and there you go. The 518 came right back out of the 519, going to 514, 15, testing the 50 simple moving average on the 100 simple moving average on the 1 minute, micro bounce here on the one, coming right back inside. I'm looking for a test of the view app on the 5 minutes. If anybody thinks that they might end up having a little delay, as usually it sometimes it happens, I would most definitely recommend you to close the stream and reopen it again, or maybe just hitting the refresh button on your browser, because that's gonna help you get kind of like real time, because sometimes YouTube has a little delay. I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame here, guys. I'm gonna give you something a little bit better to see. Looking at a little longer time frame, and we're looking at this first 15-minute red candle here. So I think we have a little bit more to the downside before we are able to just pull back. And again, I'm looking for a retest of this VWAP section right here. And I think we have a little bit more to go. And the VWAP is actually sitting around $4.93. So I'm looking at a test of the VWAP. I think we have a little bit more to go on this stock to the downside. And you see this stock with actually pretty long wicks here. Look at this 5-minute candle, pretty long wick. uh, a little bit of indecision here, we can see, but I think we have a little bit more to go. And the thing is that if you look at the 100 simple moving average, you took a little bit of support here at the 100. And again, guys, the reason why I look at that and use the simple moving averages is because for me and my trading strategy, it helps out a lot better, gives me better signals than the exponential moving averages. Right here, you can see clearly the 1 minute getting support on the 100 simple moving average. And if you look closer right here, you see consolidation on right over the 50 simple moving average on the 1 minute, as well on the 50 simple moving average, and a breakdown, a pretty clear breakdown under that with that big flush. So right now I'm looking for the rollover here and resuming the downtrend to test the view app on the 5 minutes. But if you can see clearly here, we have a test of the 100 simple moving average, finding a little bit of support here, a little quick bounce. You could call this probably a dead cat bounce, and you can see lower highs all the way in a couple of dojis. So I think we might end up having a resumed downtrend here. We can also see the spider dropping in the last minute or so, and we have two long candles dropping all the way to 290.81 on the spider. And so I think we're gonna end up seeing this stock go all the way down for a retest of that VWAP and even flush through it if possible. we can see the 100 holding on that support there. If we can crack down the 100 on the 1 minute, we're gonna end up seeing this flush. Again, I'm looking for a test of the VWAP on the 5 minutes. Guys, I want to personally thank you for all of you guys that are here. Really thank you for uh, taking time out of your day to spend it with me. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, so the president just said, and this is something that just popped in the news. He's ordering American companies to immediately start looking for an alternative to China. So let's see how the market reacts to this, or maybe this is the reason why we're plunging like the way we are right now. So the market is dropping pretty quickly. OSTK coming down pretty hard. Yeah, I'm gonna bring OSTK. Gonna keep an eye on this stock, but I'm gonna bring OSTK to the main screen here. Testing the 550 again. Probably pull back from here. And I'll keep it on watch. I have another screen with FFHL. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Let me give you the spider real quick so you can see what's going on as of right now, because we're just plunging, and it will be a good opportunity now to get the VIX. Uh, so VXX, guys, because right now is the time that the market is actually going to move pretty huge move to the upside. And if you look at the spider here, we looking at this plunge because of what's going on. Spider keeps on plunging, guys. Huge pullback here. Huge move to the downside. Again, Trump just came out saying that he's ordering American companies to seek alternatives from China. And so this is getting a lot of reaction in the market. Huge plunge, huge plunge. Okay, the Dow just lost 300 points after Trump came out saying that he's going to order another the companies, American companies, to um, come out of China. Until you see the VIX going back up, great opportunity for you guys to trade the VIX if you want to. VXX. Okay, FFHL is still inside of a range. VIX going higher. Are we going to resume the downtrend on the spider? OSTK plunging big time as well, moving with the overall market as of right now. We can see a clear bear flag formation on the spider. I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people taking huge amount of gains today because either you can short the SPY or you can buy the VIX, VXX. And going back to what we were saying last night, it's all pure emotion to the market. You know what? Actually, the stock market reacts to the news. It's amazing how a couple of things that somebody says makes the market move in the way that it moves. So here, still watching FFHL trading inside of a range, but right now the most important thing, I'm looking at the SPY and the VXX, the VIX futures, ETN, S&P 500 VIX. So the volatility index, we can see a clear flag formation here, just flagging. Think we are going to resume. Look at it right here. Take this one out. Clear flag there. About to break, setting up. Got a nice flag there. A little bit of consolidation. A little bit of indecision as of right now. I still think we are setting up to resume. OSTK with a hammer on the 5, going to 2058. Holding on to really tight. Out. Let's stretch this thing out. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. All right, so we had a breakout of that range on 550, 550 break on the range of FFHL. Right now, 568. FFHL is still inside of the key levels there. Too many trend lines for those resistance levels there. I wouldn't trust it really. So I wouldn't even try to be a superhero. I'd try to take a stab here. Coming right back down, sprinting 554. Okay, breaking out of the consolidation on the spider. We broke the 580 on FFHL. So we came out of those pockets there, and we had a candle 588 on the 5. Right now it's a shooting star on the 5. A little bit of consolidation. See if we can get back up there again for a possible move all the way to 6. Okay, coming right back down, looking at the 5 minutes on the spider, printing a bear flag formation. Consolidated a little bit, but here I think we're going to resume the downtrend. Still looking at the spider. The VIX is getting green, still green. OSTK printed a bear flag formation on the 5 minutes, resuming the downtrend, trending with the overall market alongside the spider. Okay, setting up, expecting this to move. OSTK, pretty clear bear flag formation as well. You could probably see that OSTK on the right hand side. This third shot from the right hand side on the bottom corner on the right hand side. The third shot from bottom to top, or the second from top to bottom on the right hand side. You can see OSTK there. Pretty clear bear flag formation on the 5 minutes. I want to thank the guys that are here with me today. If you don't mind giving it a like, that's greatly appreciated. Okay, the trend is being a little bit healthier here on the spider. I'm gonna bring the OSTK shot and put it back the spider. You can see what I'm talking about here on OSTK. I'm gonna put the spider where OSTK was sitting. I'm gonna keep watching the spider. We're dropping fast, pretty fast on FFHL. Dropping a little bit fast on FFHL. Look at that huge drop on OSTK. OSTK dropping quick. OSTK clear bear flag formation on OSTK. FFHL just dropping huge, dropping pretty fast, really, really fast. And we got a retest of the 580. From there, just flush down the 519 all the way. Lower, low this candle, 5 minute candle here, $4.55. So it's crazy move to the downside, plunge pretty quickly. Guys, so for me, today we're gonna end up the live stream here. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna take a little break here and get head over to New York in the next few minutes. And I'm also waiting for somebody to come and fix my screen here, so I don't even know what time they're coming. I'm trying to do everything so I don't miss the engineer that's coming to fix my stuff. So I thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, just a reminder, so I thank you guys for being here with me. I will see you guys a little bit later. Enjoy the rest of your day and happy training, guys. Thank you.